thing. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. Brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Toronto Thunderbirds. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Come on.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Indy, go. Go. 55. And we got to get to the ball. Hey, Sam off. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Big air, big air.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boys. Come on, set. 10 logo. Now. Hey, box drop, box drop. Check 55, come on. Check 55.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Attack! Attack! Let me know right now. You better.
Now Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
15 line. Go. Hey, Orbit. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Check. He's checking. Crash. Ready?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Go!
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. We're scoreless after one. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. It's been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
15.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
15. First and goal at the 8-yard line. Check, Mike, 54. Right.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoff,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mike, 55, get it.
Fights loose. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Your trick is here, baby. Your trick is here.
Davis now to return it. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mahomes going to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And again, it's Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. 2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 26-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches. Second down and inches. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dante Fowler. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Attack! Check, watch 54, watch 54. Bravo! I got you, son!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And this results in 6. Touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This is taken at his 4. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Check 4. Check 4. Yes.
I know you.
Hey, Zoo. Rock it.
They go with Chubb on second down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey! I got him. Kill. Come. Shoot.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
218, shot.
Mexico City.
Go.
Motion backfield.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on, D. Ready.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And all the way in for the touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, echo.
Third down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
You don't want no problems with me.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Check 55, Mike.
They're not ready for this.
Get it.
McSorley from the shotgun. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First down, Diablos.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Mike, 52. 55.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Keep dribbling.
On second and 12, McSorley throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, here's McSorley. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On second down, it's Hines, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, 15.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So first and 10 now from the 30. McSorley, first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
McSorley sets to pass. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter. On first down, Hines, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Welcome back to Toronto as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, 57 colors.
54 is Mike. Delta. 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Mike's 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Mahomes now on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You've got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Kaiser White. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Score! Hey, Alpha!
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, box truck.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. They'll roll him out right. Able to pick up 12 yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Pull it together.
61, matchbox lights.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Go!
Oh, here we go.
And some room to maneuver. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Trace McSorley keeping it himself from a yard out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now it's Hines. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 22-yard line.
Be ready, be ready.
Mike.
Go.
Mike. I want that. Give me that ball.
Ready.
From the 22, McSorley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's McSorley to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
5.
56. Mike, 56. Let him know.
Now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Another try after the first down sack. McSorley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Hey, shoot. 56.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trevor Williams with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Mahomes going to throw it here. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they